Welcome back to the show. It has been a long enough break, and I am so ready for the new episodes of Saturday Night Snack and a Movie. As you can tell by what's on the TV behind me tonight, we are going to be watching The Burbs. This is an all-time Tom Hanks classic, definitely one of my favorite movies. If you've seen this movie, you definitely know the scene that is on the TV behind me. I just recently took a break for a few months to kind of revamp the show, to add some awesome new segments that are going to make this show so much more fun, so much more entertaining, and I hope you guys enjoy everything you're about to see. As with every Saturday Night Snack and a Movie, we have a movie and we have a snack. I showed you guys how to make your very own Saturday Night Snack and a Movie planning journal to plan your own movie nights. It's basically just a fun way that you can write down what your movie's going to be, what your snack is going to be, your shopping list, the recipe for your snack, anything you need to know to make your very own Saturday Night Snack and a Movie the best that it can possibly be. Tonight we've got some trivia, we've got 10 things that I love about this movie, The Burbs. We're gonna go shopping, we're gonna get everything that we need to make our snacks, and then we're gonna put them all together upstairs, come back down here, and then we're gonna watch this movie. I at my house and you at yours. If you've been watching for a while, you guys know how it works. If you're new to the show, stick around and you will learn how it works. All I can say is we're gonna have a great time tonight. Tonight I am going to be telling you guys 10 things I love about the movie The Burbs. Number 1, I love that this movie takes place in a cul-de-sac. Although I've never lived in a cul-de-sac, I grew up in small towns and I've always loved that small town feel in movies. Paper boys, dogs, everybody out doing yard work, and everybody seemingly keeping to themselves, but they're actually all poking around up in each other's business. And that is exactly what's happening in this movie. Number 2, I love Ricky Butler. Ricky is played by Corey Feldman, and honestly is probably my favorite Corey Feldman character, even beating out Teddy in Stand By Me and Mouth in The Goonies. He plays this hilarious teenage burnout kid, basically, who's kind of in the mix with the guys in the neighborhood, but he's more into just hanging out with his girlfriend and his friends and watching everything go down. One thing I love about this character is that if you pay close attention, most of his wardrobe throughout the entire movie is from a company called Vision Streetwear. I grew up in the 80s. In 1989, I was a 14-year-old skater, and I wore a lot of Vision Streetwear clothes, including blue suede shoes. I love Rumsfield. Mark Rumsfield is the veteran neighbor who's basically stuck in that war mentality. He's always running around in combat boots, referring to everybody as soldier, and bringing out things like the infrared scope when they're spying on the neighbors. I love the scene where Art is outside tapping on the window trying to get Ray's attention so he can get him to come out and spy on the neighbors with him. But Ray and his wife are sitting inside watching Jeopardy. He wants to go out and spy. She doesn't want him to go because this is kind of their routine. That scene has always given me a comfortable feeling, like it's just getting dark outside, Jeopardy is on, and you're inside the warm house, just kind of kicking back, enjoying the show. And to this day, every night, my wife and I watch Wheel of Fortune in Jeopardy. I love how this movie perfectly captures the feeling of life in a small neighborhood, especially the evening scenes where it's like a cool summer night, it's quiet, just beginning to get dark, so everything has that glow from the moon, and the guys are just outside kind of hanging around talking, and there's that slight echo in the air because the whole neighborhood has calmed down for the night. That is exactly what it's like in a small town neighborhood. I love the Klopeks. The Klopeks are the weird neighbors who live next door to Ray and are always causing some kind of commotion. Like when Hans drives the garbage down to the curb, puts it in a can, and beats the heck out of it with a garden hoe. But I especially love Brother Ruben, how he's so harsh and grumpy. Rumsfield asks him if Klopek is a Slavic name, and Ruben turns around and just says, "No!" I love Ray's wife. Every guy on the planet loves Carrie Fisher specifically because she was Princess Leia in the movie Star Wars. But I love her as Carol Peterson in The Burbs. I love how she perfectly portrays that typical wife who's taking care of everything in the house, cooking and cleaning, while her husband is out doing things that are completely pointless. She basically sees him as the immature kid who just wants to run around the neighborhood with his friends while she does everything around the house. I love the scene when Ricky Butler jumps on the cop car to try to stall them, and the only thing he can think to say is, "These people are in my house and they're eating all my parents' food." I love how throughout the film they inject little nuances with different types of food. Rumsfield drops a whole plate of brownies when his foot goes through the porch. Art smashes a whole plate of cookies in Walter's house. Ricky calls the pizza dude, and Hans serves pretzels and sardines when the neighbors are visiting the Klopeks. And last but not least, I love that the street I live on today, although not a cul-de-sac, very much resembles and has the feel of Mayfield Place in this film. The funny thing is, as I'm standing outside watching my neighbors and trying to decide who is who, I realize we're the Klopeks. I'm the weird one of my neighborhood. I'm always outside setting up tents and inflatables in my front yard, Halloween decorations in the middle of the year. I am Hans Klopek. That's a tough one to swallow. Alright guys, there you go. 10 things I absolutely love about the film The Burbs. If you haven't seen it yet, get the DVD, get the VHS, get the Blu-ray, get the 4K if it even exists yet, or check out your favorite streaming service to watch this movie. So whenever I come out to get movie snacks, I love to stop at the Goodwill and see what movies they have, because they usually have a pretty big selection and you never know what you might find for a future movie night. I usually look for Blu-rays first, but it doesn't look like they have any. But people will dump their whole collection of DVDs in here so you can find some awesome movies. Ooh, look, we got Alien 3 here. The Bench Warmers, I actually saw this at the drive-in. It was not that great of a movie. Schwarzenegger Predator. Oh, look at this. Krull. I actually have this. This is a movie from the 80s that is totally awesome. Liam Neeson is in this before he became Taken. Another Schwarzenegger, Collateral Damage. Cocoon, The Return. I remember seeing this, but I honestly don't think it was very good. Premonition. This was a pretty good movie. That's full screen though. Yeah, this was definitely somebody's collection. Look at this. We got a whole bunch of Star Trek here. The Iron Giant. I haven't seen this in forever. Oh yes, look at this. Willard with Crispin Glover. I'm getting that one. Oh, look at this. You never know what you'll find in a Goodwill. Aquaman popcorn buckets. Actually, that's 10. I don't know if it's actually a popcorn bucket or a trash can. Captain Marvel, that's 10 also. That is actually pretty cool. Okay, well, they didn't have much in there today. I mean, a whole bunch of them, but nothing I really wanted. I decided not to get Willard because I think I already have it. But let's go ahead over to Walmart here and get whatever we need for our snacks. Oh my gosh, I should never come shopping when I'm hungry. Look at this, right in the door we got a wall of deliciousness. Doritos. And look at this, I love how it's the retro packaging. Flamin' Hot Puffs and cheese pizza flavored puffs. Those would be good right now. Okay, so there's a handful of things we need. One of the things we have on our list is pizza, and I actually just came across these Stonefire Nan roasted garlic, well, to me, they're pizza crusts. Those are kind of like those Boboli. I just stuck it in my ear. Those are kind of like those Boboli pizza crusts. You could basically just put some pizza sauce, cheese, and pepperoni on it. I think I'll get those, or at least I'll put them in the cart. We'll come back to that in a minute, but we also need brownies. So if we wanted to take the easy way out, I mean, we could just grab some brownies. Ooh, look at this. Cookies and cream cheese brownies. Oh my gosh, those look good. Naturally flavored brookie bite-sized chocolate peanut butter swirl. Those would be delicious. What in the world is this? Look at this. Oreo muffins. With stuff like that, it kind of comes down to how much time you actually have to put into making your snacks. I always like to take the easy way, but I did want to kind of look down here and see what kind of brownie mix they have, because some of this stuff is absolutely delicious looking. Look at this one right here. Betty Crocker cookie brownie bars. Reese's brownie mix. Look at that. That looks so good right now. Dolly Parton caramel turtle brownie mix. You know, in my experience, generic fudge brownie mix has been really, really good. Look at this though. Betty Crocker Supreme Chocolate Chunk brownie mix. Wait a minute. Supreme Triple Chunk brownie mix. I think that's the one right there. Water, vegetable oil, and egg. We have egg, we have water. I need to get some vegetable oil. All right, we'll just get the small bottle of Crisco because we don't use vegetable oil very much at all at home. All right, let's head down the chips aisle here because we need some pretzels. What in the world is this? Green bean chips? No, thank you. All right, here's our pretzels. Now, in the movie, they use something like this, although they're bigger. More like these down here. Like this size, the bigger ones, they put their sardines right on top of there. How disgusting. All these bags are absolutely enormous though, and I'm not a big pretzel person. These are delicious, the pretzel crisps. If they just had the regular ones, I don't want garlic parmesan. I certainly don't want buffalo wing. Man, the cheapest bag is $2.45. I bet I could get them at the Dollar Tree. Yeah, the Dollar Tree's right next door, so we'll get our pretzels over there. So back to our pizza. I think I am gonna get these. These just look really good. Let's grab some provolone and mozzarella blend. That sounds good. And these are the kind of pepperonis I like. The pepperoni minis. I call them pepperonis. Like when I tell Marion to get pepperonis, she knows I mean these exactly. All right, I have to have some milk to go with the brownies. Another option for brownies, if you just wanted it to be easy, is you could get the Little Debbie Cosmic brownies or the cookies and cream. Those look pretty good. Or you could even get these Little Bites fudge brownies. Those are pretty good too. That would be a really easy way to portion stuff out if you had like 4 or 5 people watching a movie with you. Another option for pizzas would be pita bread. These are pretty good. We've made pizza on these before. Here's some bigger ready-made pizza crusts right here. These are what I was talking about. I don't know, they used to be called Boboli. I don't see that brand anywhere around here right now though. And again, here's some smaller ones. These are thicker than the pita bread and they're more expensive. There's only 3 of them in there for $5. The pita was like 4 or 5 of them in there for $3, I think. I mean, really, you can just order a pizza, but I think it's more fun if everybody has their own little individual pizzas on movie night. Chef Boyardee. I don't care who you are, that's delicious right there. Which is why I'm opting for the Chef Boyardee pizza sauce. Delicious. All right, I think we've got everything that we need here except the pretzels. Let's go to the Dollar Tree quick. And Dollar Tree comes through with the pretzels. And here they even have the pretzel crisps that are original deli style. They have other regular pretzels here, but they're the small ones, and I just don't want a big bag right now. This will do the trick.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
That is rain out there if you can hear that. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything that we just picked up. The first thing we have is our Supreme Triple Chunk Brownie Mix from Betty Crocker with chocolate chunks and chips. The box says we need 1 egg, we need vegetable oil, and then of course we need a measuring cup, bowl to mix it in, and a casserole dish. This is an 8x8 glass dish. For our pizza, we got the Stonefire Authentic Flatbreads. I think that's going to be delicious. We got the Hormel Pepperonis, Provolone and Mozzarella blend, and the Chef Boyardee pizza sauce. I love this stuff. And last but not least, we got our pretzel chips here that are shaped like pretzels. And we have something you have to get on Amazon. If you watched the video on Monday that told you what you were going to need for these snacks, you already know that these are chocolate sardines. I have 3 boxes of them. There are 3 in each box, and you can get these on Amazon for about $6 a box. I believe you can also order them from Walmart. We'll get back to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and get started on these brownies. First, we need to preheat our oven to 350. We need to grease our pan. I'm just going to pour a little bit of Crisco in there. Use a paper towel and rub it around so that it coats the edges and the bottom. We're going to grab our mixing bowl, pour in our brownie mix, 1 egg, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, 1/4 cup of water. Stir all that together. Bring our brownie dish back over and pour it all in. Smooth that out in there, and that is ready for the oven. 33 to 38 minutes, and those should be done. And let's check on those. Ooh, I cannot even tell you how good that smells, guys. Okay, while that's cooling, let's go ahead and get our pizzas going here. We're just gonna leave the oven on at 350. Wow, these smell really good, guys. Now I'm gonna put the Chef Boyardee on mine. Here we go, spread it around. But my wife does not like that, so we're going to use some Rouse marinara on hers. Spread that around. Put some mozzarella on there. Oh, these are going to be so good. And of course our pepperonis. Spread those around really good. Yeah, a lot of pepperonis. A little bit more mozzarella on top of that. And those are ready for the oven. And we'll give those about 20 minutes. And the last thing we need to prepare are the pretzels and sardines. So let's go ahead and set our 1 box of sardines down there. And we're gonna prepare 6 of these. So we need 6 pretzels. And then each box of sardines comes with 3. Look at that, that's hilarious right there. Of course the first one's broken. That's alright, it's just gonna go right on top our pretzel. Number 2, number 3, 4, 5. Oh, this one's broken up into a bunch of pieces. That's alright. Head, body, and I'll just eat the tail. And there we go, our chocolate sardines with pretzels. I sure as heck was not about to have actual sardines. Set that on there. Set our brownies right there. And our personal pizza right there. And look at that. We are ready for a Burbs movie night. We got the Klopek sardines and pretzels, Rumsfield's brownies, and pizza from the pizza dude. Get a glass of ice cold milk here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's gonna be so good with those brownies. In fact, we'll give that a little taste test right now. Unbelievable. All right, guys, that's it. I'm gonna go downstairs and put the Burbs in, kick back, and enjoy my smorgasbord of snacks. If you haven't yet, make sure you order some stickers so that you can make yourself your very own Saturday night snack and a movie planning journal and follow along each week. And don't go away yet because the end of this show is totally awesome. I'll see you next week.